Welcome to Crossfire Conversations, the real history of gender. It's not what you've been told. Episode 1. In the heart of ancient Rome, beneath towering marble temples, beneath the roar of the Forum, there stood a priesthood unlike any other. They were called the Galli, devotees of the goddess Cybele. Born male, they lived as women. They wore flowing robes of gold and crimson. They adorned themselves with jewelry. They performed ecstatic rituals beneath torchlight. Some underwent ritual castration as an act of devotion. And in a civilization obsessed with masculinity, conquest, and lineage, they occupied a space both sacred and dangerous. Rome did not invent rigid gender roles, but it enforced them fiercely. To be Roman was to be virile, controlled, dominant. Masculinity was not merely identity, it was citizenship. It was authority. It was power. To surrender it was to surrender status. And yet, the Galli were not erased. They were tolerated, but only within sacred boundaries. Inside the temple, they were holy. Outside of it, they were mocked, feared, satirized. Acceptance depended on context, and context depended on power. Ancient writers described the Emperor Elagabalus in scandalizing tones, claiming the ruler preferred feminine titles and rejected traditional masculinity. Whether exaggerated for political attack or grounded in truth, one thing is certain: gender nonconformity became a weapon in political warfare. In Rome, to defy masculine expectation was not just social rebellion, it was destabilization. And when authority feels threatened, societies respond defensively. But Rome was not alone. Across cultures in Asia, Africa, and the Americas, societies recognized individuals who lived beyond binary categories. Some held spiritual authority, some were mediators, some were healers, some were feared, but some were revered. The ancient world did not use the word transgender, but it wrestled with the same question we face today. Is gender biological destiny, or something more layered, more psychological, more social? Rome's answer was clear. Stability required hierarchy. Hierarchy required boundaries, and boundaries required enforcement. Identity could be tolerated, but only within limits. Step beyond those limits, and you risked ridicule, exile, even death. Power decided which bodies were sacred and which were dangerous. And here's the haunting truth. Across empires, across continents, across centuries, people who lived between categories have always existed. They did not suddenly appear in modernity. They survived conquest. They survived religious revolutions. They survived empires. They endured. So ask yourself, if gender diversity has surfaced in civilization after civilization, is it rebellion against nature or part of nature itself? If history shows that power defines what is normal, what happens when the definition shifts? When what was once marginal demands recognition? And when a society is forced to reconsider the categories that hold it together, is that collapse or evolution? Rome chose order over ambiguity. But history suggests ambiguity never disappears. It waits, and it returns. Follow along on this 5-part series with Crossfire Conversations. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment any question you have on this particular series.